That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's star time. Right here at the Museum of Broadcast Communications, it's the 10-year anniversary. What a great place for an instant talk show with the stars. Hi, this is Ben, and we're at Instant Talk Show at the Museum of Broadcasting, and with me is...
Betty White.
Whoa.
Nice to see you.
I'm Smoozy Kurtz.
You are...
Barbara Billingsley.
All right, we're back, and I'm with...
I'll bet Chicago loves Ben then, if you're going to be that way about it.
I love coming back here. It's perfectly beautiful.
It is the city of the broad shoulders.
You're considered by some the dean of the great late-night talk shows. What tips have you got for this racket?
Listen.
Don't just run on as I'm doing now.
You have to be reasonably articulate, of course, so that rules out about 80% of the American population.
Give the interviewee the sense that you know a great deal about him.
Well, I think you're doing it right, if you're talking about how to host one.
Was Beaver's upbringing dysfunctional in any way?
No, not at all. His father was a principal of a school.
They never showed the scenes where you guys were in your bedroom, you know, behind closed doors.
We didn't have a bedroom. We had a door. We had a door we came out of tying our ropes. I often wondered what happened.
Anything else I forgot?
Nah.
I can't think of anything else excepting I love being here and how nice you look.
Well, thank you. One last thing, Betty. I just think it's a wonderful thing that you're doing with the clinic and helping all the addicts with their problems and, you know, all the famous people that have come through your own personal battles with addiction. And it's just a marvelous thing you're doing. What is it about that keeps you going?
If you'll excuse me now, I'm just going to go over and get a drink. Excuse me.
Wait a minute, that's Betty Ford. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, how are you?
Good. It's Tom Schwartz?
It is.
Tom, what's your position here?
I'm Illinois State Historian and Director of Collections, Research, and Education.
So where are we right now? What's this?
This is the plaza. And here you can have your picture taken with the Lincoln family.
1, 2, 3. Abraham.
Or if you're an unreconstructed Southerner with John Wilkes Booth.
Yeah. He's the bad guy in the story.
Yeah, too bad he had a good aim.
Tom, what's the nature of the trail you're blazing here in terms of museums and presidential libraries and the like?
I think what we're trying to do is emphasize the story. What we do here with these representational figures is to make these characters flesh and blood so that they're just not abstractions in a story. And most people think history is boring, but that's because they don't quite understand the drama behind it. Yeah. These characters create a sense of empathy, and they also give a reality to a person from the past.
Can't wait for the Bush Museum, you know, and library when there'll be like a Karl Rove like that.
Well, sure.
Wow. Sports quiz time, folks. He's commentator for Sports Channel Chicago Bulls games. He's also former All-Star guard with the Bulls, famous for his ability to take a charge.
Whoa! Hey, you fouled me, man! Hold it!
You fouled me!
Wait a minute, I have position.
You're Norm Van Lier.
Most of the time.
Holy cow! How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man.
I love Chicago. What about you?
I love it. It's fantastic.
Who's this over here?
This is my daughter, Heidi.
So you're taking me to the record store, huh?
Yes, I did. I'm going right in here and deal with some records, man. Some oldies. Oldies. After you. Now you're fouling.
Who are you? Where are we?
Hey, we're at Hi-Fi Records. My name's Tim.
Tim, what's the specialty here?
Records, and more records.
If I'm not home, you can find me here with Tim, man.
Was there anything that you listened to get you geared up for games back in the 70s?
All Led Zeppelin. Tim, where's the Zepp, man?
Did they let music play in the locker room when you played?
No. I'd run out to my truck, turn on some lead, run back in the locker room and get ready to play ball.
Do you have musical taste that conflicts with your dad?
Well, I don't have musical taste. That's the problem.
I got an air guitar that won't wait.
Your dad's a wild man.
He's a nutcase.
Yeah. Bring the Bee Gees back, man.
Norm, do you want to get into coaching?
No, because I'd be fired in 2 days. The way I approach things, it just won't work. You have to call a corporate meeting and a timeout just to talk to ball players today. That's one reason I can't coach.
All right, what else we got?
This is one of my favorites right here.
Since she put me down, I've been out doing it my
my side of town, you listen to this, you were not cool.
I was saying Norm always surprises me with his taste.
Matter of fact, I'll take this one.
Peter Allen, out of the blue. I never would have guessed it.
All right, how about for romance?
That's a good one. And then we go into the jazz. You get some Stan Getz.
This is really what he listens to. It's all a big show.
Yeah, right.
He's producing my movie, but he has no clue.
Tell us about the movie. You're actually making a movie in town.
It's a mockumentary about a documentary filmmaker who stalks a girl on camera while she's stalking her ex-boyfriend. And I'm the girl.
And it's called?
It's called Shy Girl.
Where did you grow up, Norm?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
There you are in your room in Pittsburgh. What are you listening to in your teenage?
Well, in those days, it was actually Motown was the thing. I love Smokey Robinson and Miracles. And Bob Dylan said one thing. He was the greatest living poet ever. And one time, I took all the titles of his songs and wrote to my girlfriend a letter.
Using them.
Like, ooh, baby, baby. I love you so much. These are the tracks of my tears. You are my girl. And the love I saw you, was that just a mirage? Special occasion. All those titles that he wrote.
Plagiarism.
Yeah, oh well. What can I say? Let's move on.
Oh, I got a question. What's the perfect music for waking up in the morning?
Oh, jeez. Chicago.
What was harder for you, your first game as a player in the NBA or your first day being the commentator?
Probably my first day being a commentator. I think the first time when I worked at ESPN, I was so nervous that I sweat through a suit. I really did.
What's the address of this joint?
2570 North Clark Street in Chicago.
Phone number?
773-880-1002.
Story?
Hey, we're going all the way. Championship is here right now. The high five, you know, I already learned that in the NBA? Right here at the high five.
All right. You like this one?
Got Stevie?
Yeah. You know the problem with vinyl? Does this ever happen to you?
Well, I've had my dog chew them up.